Welcome back here with us on Times Now. Viewers, Bihar delivered an astonishing verdict reinforcing its alliance with the NDA. The Modi wave has decisively shattered the Mahagatbandhan, particularly leaving the Congress in disarray. Yet the grand old party seems unwilling to face this reality. Instead of reassessing, Congress continues to sing the same old tune of vote chori they have been playing since before the elections were announced. Stunned by their devastating performance in Bihar, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge hastily arranged a closed-door meeting at his residence, with Rahul Gandhi also in attendance. The outcome was entirely predictable. They blamed the Election Commission, claiming the entire electoral process lacked credibility and transparency. Their frustration was palpable, especially with the NDA achieving a striking 90% success rate. They even labeled the Election Commission as overtly biased. However, a division within Congress is calling for accountability regarding this electoral debacle. Notably, former Congress member Shakeel Ahmed, who resigned just days before the November 14 results, openly challenged the Congress narrative surrounding the special intensive revision. He questioned why there was no outcry from delisted voters if S.I.R. was truly a significant concern. Listen in to this war of words.
We are doing a thorough analysis. Within 1 or 2 weeks, we come with the concrete proofs. Because the process of electioneering is completely questionable. This is not, continuously we are talking about this process of electioneering. Election Commission is totally one-sided. Whatever they are doing, there is no transparency at all. This process is questionable. Anyway, we are going to collect the data from everywhere and entire Bihar. Then we will come with the facts.
जो कहा गया कि 65 लाख वोट कटा, तो 65 लाख वोटर्स में से जिनको काट दिया गया अगर, तो उनमें से 65 आदमी ने भी कहीं बिहार में प्रोटेस्ट नहीं किया। और कि हमारा वोट, हम जिंदा है, हमारा वोट काट दिया गया।
कांग्रेस पार्टी और पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज जो है उन्होंने भी एसआईआर इसको लेके कंप्लेंट नहीं
मैं वही कह रहा हूं कि वो हो सकता है इनोसेंट लोग हों जिनका वोट कट गया, उनको नहीं मालूम है। तो ये पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का काम है, जिसके सबसे बड़े नेता आज की तारीख में आरजेडी में तेजस्वी यादव जी हैं और कांग्रेस में राहुल गांधी जी हैं। इन दोनों के पार्टियों, उसमें सीपीआई के भी लोग थे, सीपीएम के भी लोग थे। तो इनके जो लोग जमीन पे काम करते हैं, इनकी जिम्मेदारी थी कि लोगों को लेके सड़क किनारे खड़े होते, डिमोन्स्ट्रेशन करते कि साहब ये जिंदा आदमी है, इतने, ये 500, ये 1000 जो भी हो, जो 65 लाख की बात है, तो ये कहीं नहीं।
And to discuss it, I am joined on the debate by Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, JVC Sriram, who is a political strategist, advocate Nikhil Jain, political analyst. Also is with us Ravi Shankar Ravi, spokesperson of the RJD. Good evening again to all of you. Advocate Nikhil Jain, you know, when BJP lost elections in Jharkhand, JNK, Karnataka, Himachal, and when it lost about 28 odd seats in UP in the Lok Sabha elections in 2024, I mean, they gracefully accepted the loss and then started working on the ground with minister-level workers on the ground were sent, etc. Is it that difficult for the Congress party to accept the defeat? I mean, if voters have chosen who they want back in that particular state, voters of Bihar have made their decision, why can't the opposition parties accept it gracefully?
So, Heena, let me start by saying that the Congress party, the way it fought the election in Bihar, there was a lot that left to be demanded. They could have done a much better job. They could have coordinated better with their alliance partners within themselves, and they could have got down in the elections in a much better manner. I'm not here sitting to defend the Congress party on this, number one. Number two, the points that have been raised are not just by the Congress. Tejasvi Yadav of the RJD is saying the same thing. Now, again, you can say Congress and RJD have lost. They are being S.I.R. losers. They are not able to accept defeat. Fair enough. That is an argument one can make. But Akhilesh Yadav, was he contesting? Did he have any stake in the Bihar election? No. Yet he's saying the same thing. Sanjay Kumar of the Aam Aadmi Party, were they contesting? Were they forming the government? Were they forming the leader of opposition? Did they say the same thing? Yes, they did. Pretty much every opposition party in the country is saying the same thing, and the proof of the pudding is in the eating. I was in Bihar for 2 months. I spoke to a lot of political workers and politicians of the BJP as well as the Congress, RJD, JDU. I spoke to a lot of local reporters. I spoke to national reporters who were there and doing their tours. I also spoke to certain psephologists. And the one common consensus that I had from everybody was that it was a tight contest. Some people thought that it is either party could form the government, either alliance could form the government. Some people thought that it is a victory for the NDA. Okay. And that is also what was reflected in the exit polls. The most credible exit poll in the country, Access My India, was predicting 121 to 130 or so I think 140 for the NDA alliance.
What are you coming to essentially? Vote chori?
Beyond 140 or so.
What are you coming to? What is it that you want to say?
I'm coming to the fact that the Congress. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Let's simply understand the fact that when every psephologist, reporter, worker, ordinary people, political analyst from either side of the spectrum think that a victory would be under 150 seats for the NDA. Okay. And somehow magically
what are you coming to? I don't have that much of time in the debate. Itni bhumika bandh rahe hain. What are you coming to? Vote chori? Vote chori is your reaction to Bihar results?
Heena, I am not here to sit and give some political nara for Congress workers to, rejoice in. I am here to tell the facts as they are. Okay. 7.42 crore voters was the number given by the Election Commission on the 6th of October. Okay. On the 11th of November, the number became somehow 7.45.
Okay. Ravi Shankar Ravi, according to Advocate Nikhil Jain, it's not just the Congress party. Similar sentiment is being echoed by RJD, but we didn't really see Tejasvi making vote chori a big issue during his campaign after Voter Adhikar Yatra with Rahul Gandhi got over. He's spoken about support from Aam Aadmi Party and Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav as well. By the way, Akhilesh Yadav didn't say anything at all about election commission and the entire process when his party got about 37 odd seats during Lok Sabha.
No, I think what happens when this support, the public support is so overwhelming and so massive that these manipulations and maneuvering do not work many a times. But when there is a scope of doing some kind of manipulation, then it is done. Like after the S.I.R. exercise, Election Commission of India said that the total number of voters is 7.42 crores, and a post-poll press release says it is 7.45. Then the difference is 3 lakh voters. I mean, what is this? This discrepancy is by the Election Commission themselves. Then 16 lakhs new applicants applied, the first time voters. And the addition was 21 lakhs later on declared by the Election Commission of India. Then again, the difference is 5 lakhs vote. So why these discrepancies is the issue which I think must be raised. And apart from that,
how will you like to respond? And also, an interesting point was made by former Congress leader Shakeel Ahmed that the charge of the opposition has been that 65 lakh voters, their names in fact have been deleted. Many Congress leaders came out and said opposition's, voters have been deleted from the electoral roll, but not even 65 came out and support that their names are not there. They're not able to cast their vote. How will you like to address the points made by Advocate Nikhil Jain and Ravi Shankar Ravi? JVC Sriram, can you hear me? Okay, I think there's some network problem out there. We'll try and reconnect with him. But Sanju Verma, would you like to take this question?
Heena, first and foremost, let me make one thing very clear. This was not a contest between BJP versus Congress or JDU versus RJD. This was a contest of NDA versus Mahagatbandhan. The NDA secured 44% vote share. The MGB secured, 6% lower at 38%. So clearly in terms of vote share, NDA was 6% higher. That's my first point. My second point is this. People are saying if RJD's vote share was higher than the BJP's, how is it that the RJD was reduced to 25 seats, but the BJP won 89 seats? My limited point to that very quickly is this, Heena, that in the 2015 assembly elections in Bihar, BJP had a 24.4% vote share. But you know how many seats we got? Only 53. And in 2020, our vote share actually fell from 24.4 to 19.46. But our overall tally went up to 74 seats. So the limited point I'm making is you cannot look at vote share in isolation. In India, we follow the first past the post system. And I also want to very quickly just tell Nikhil Jain this. In Jharkhand, very recently, Heena, barely a year back, in Jharkhand assembly elections, do you know something? BJP's vote share was 33% and the JMM vote share, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha's vote share was 10% lower than BJP's at 23%. Okay. But guess what happened? The Jharkhand Mukti Morcha got 34 seats and won the Jharkhand election. Okay. The BJP, despite a 10% higher vote share, won only 21 seats and lost Jharkhand. But did anybody from BJP come and weep on your show, Heena, saying, vote chori ho gayi, election commission is not doing its job? The point is, Rahul Gandhi knows he has failed, so he's peddling the vote chori narrative, ताकि जो बची खुची इज्जत है वो संभाल कर रखी जाए. But his party workers have seen through.
If time permits, I'll go across to Professor Advocate Nikhil Jain for a reaction on that point. But JVC Sriram, now you know Ravi Shankar Ravi as well as Advocate Nikhil Jain again in a way hinted at data by Election Commission to talk about discrepancies, and also said that if there is scope of manipulation, then it is done. Again, perhaps believing that manipulation has happened. But then we also have leaders from within the Congress party who are coming out and saying that, you know, you can't be just blaming SIR because there are other issues that you have very conveniently ignored. And the Congress party perhaps wants to save Rahul Gandhi. It was his leadership in Bihar, his voter Adhikar Yatra. He traveled to so many districts, and see the kind of result that Congress got.
Good evening, Heena. I think, you know, it's very clear and evident when Shakil Ahmed Khan, who comes out and says that this is what it is, and that matter is over. I think we have spoken enough and more about Ochori. Let me tell you from a limited understanding and my research why Mahagatbandhan lost. The reason why Mahagatbandhan lost was because Yadav votes got shifted to NDA. In fact, even in my poll research, I kept saying that Yadav votes are moving towards NDA. Why? Let me explain to you why. Because these guys never want to learn by themselves. They never introspect. And even if somebody comes and says something, they would trash it. And that is the reason why Congress is declining every time. Any analyst comes and tells you this is the reason why you are going down. They don't listen. They actually trash them. So, but let me tell it once again. Yadavs have been in close proximity with Lalu and Tejasvi for the last 20 years. And obviously the first 10 years with Lalu and then Tejasvi. And power was with Nitish Kumar. Now 10,000 rupees alone would not have attracted Yadavs. But what is required is Yadav community, by being anti-establishment, have not been able to receive a lot of personal benefits because they would have elected an MLA, an Yadav MLA from RJD, who probably would not be able to deliver what they want in their village. Or they would have elected a JDU MLA or a BJP MLA with whom they don't have good access and approach. As a result of which, personal benefit, I'm talking about a personal benefit. Yadav community decided, lot of influencers in Yadav community, influencers, I use the word, because if you look at the Bihar survey, Yadav people own lot more tractors, lot more bikes than that of other community. The survey enlists everything. So they would like to be participative in the mainstream government than to keep going behind a loser like a Tejasvi and Congress party Rahul Gandhi. Number two, when Tejasvi Yadav decided to announce Mukesh Sahani as the deputy CM, who has 2.75% cash votes. OIC asked, when a 2.75% cash vote can go to a deputy CM, why can't 17% become the CM? That echoed in Simanchal. Now, if they don't introspect, if they don't look at, if Tejasvi doesn't look at things in this manner, then the way the Congress declined from being in power in Bihar till 1989 and then reduced to 5 seats, then reduced to 19 seats, and now reduced to 6 seats, same fate awaits Tejasvi Yadav.
Well, absolutely. And those are pertinent points. And today only we got this news that Rohini Acharya, Lalu Prasad's daughter, also has announced that she's decided to quit politics after the debacle of Mahagatbandhan. She asserted that she's also disowning her family. And then we have Congress leaders, for example, Mumtaz Patel, daughter of Ahmed Patel, saying that it is time to accept reality. No excuses, no blame game, no introspection. It is time to look within and accept the reality. Perhaps this is something that the High Command, the Congress party should be looking at, something that JVC Sriram also mentioned as to what really were the reasons behind this debacle, not just for Tejasvi's RJD, but also how badly Rahul Gandhi's Congress performed in Bihar elections. But unfortunately, that doesn't really seem to be happening. Again, it's the same raga that we are seeing being repeated again and again, vote chori. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow on this. For now, thank you very much all of you for joining us.